Decade Bird Publishing presents Star Wars Legacy, based on the comics by John Ostrander. Number 11. Ghosts, Part 1. The Remains of the Jedi Academy. A stone heart in the jungle of Ossus. Once, it echoed with the sounds of Jedi apprentices learning the ways of the Force. Once, it whispered with the quiet of 1,000 minds in meditation. Home, now, only to ghosts. Wake up, Skywalker. We need to talk. That's right. Eyes open. You know who I am, right?
Sure thing, Red. I've seen the family hollows and the histories they drummed into me. You and the battles you fought were pretty unforgettable. You're Mara Jade Skywalker.
Death sticks. These are really stupid. Why do you do this?
Keeps me from touching the Force, or the Force from touching me.
You're an idiot. You can't stop touching the Force, any more than you can stop breathing. You're a Skywalker. The Force runs strong in your family. The question is, which way are you going to go with it? I know both sides. I was the Emperor's hand, and I was Luke Skywalker's wife.
Partying with both sides of the Force? You knew how to live.
I can tell you keeping with the light can be really tough. The dark side is seductive, and more addictive than those death sticks. And it calls to you, doesn't it? It calls.
Cade Skywalker, I am a part of my hallucination. I was Anakin Skywalker. I know, the chosen one, the betrayer, and the biggest reason I can think of for anyone named Skywalker to avoid being a Jedi. You know so much. You understand so little about the Force, about
power. I know power. Who I am, what I am, is also part of your legacy and your destiny.
Bark this destiny sludge. I make my own way. I'm not you. I'm not your son. You lived your lives, and now you're dead, so shut up. I want you all to go away and leave me alone.
It is not a matter of what you want. I lost what I wanted, but I gained so much more. You have a great deal of anger in you. That is good. Anger is the gateway to power. But anger is not enough. Anger must be focused if it's going to be used. Made into a weapon as tight and controlled and deadly as a lightsaber.
Or it can be turned against you, as Obi-Wan turned it against me. Your scars so deep, and are more than physical. They go into the core of your being. You cannot deny your power in the Force. It is there whether you will it or not. You must learn the discipline to master it. If you do not learn control, this could be your fate.
If you do not learn control, you will die.
Huh? Maybe that last death stick wasn't such a good idea.
Maybe none of them were. Of all my learners, you always had the greatest potential. Unfortunately, you were also the most stubborn.
Master Crunk? I haven't seen you since the night the Sith attacked. I thought you died along with everyone else.
I've died any number of times in my life, or so I've heard. It is your death that concerns me.
I'm not dead, Master. Which is carking weird, because I've got no heart. It hurts a lot.
Those drugs are called death sticks for a reason, Cade. At the very least, they will shorten your life. Why do you want so badly to die?
Tell you a secret, Master. I'll just tap a little into my healing power, like I always do, and I'll be good as new.
Using the Force that way is not what I taught you. You haven't been good as new in some time. In fact, I'm healing you now.
You mean my wound?
There is no physical wound. I'm focusing on healing your whole being.
Stang. Will you look at that? Pretty sweet gag for a stick-fired illusion, huh, Master? What a criffing joke. A figment of my own high cures me.
What makes you think I'm not real? Welcome, Master Sazin. Welcome, Master Val.
Master Krunk. Master. And hello to you, Cade. Grancha. First the whippet takes away my buzz, and next thing I'm looking at your ugly mugs? You don't take hints very well, do you? I left you both behind on the wheel because I didn't want anyone knowing where I was. So how did you two? The most likely jump from the wheel is to Ossus, at least for you. Once we were close enough I could sense you. I sensed the presence of another here as well. Master Kronk. Yeah, well, I hope nobody else doped it out. Just needed to get away from everyone for a while. Sith, Imps, and Jedi. But now I think maybe I'm glad you found me, Master Sazin. I want to complete my training as a Jedi. You surprise me. You've been very clear about not wanting to have anything to do with being a Jedi, Cade. Why this sudden change of heart? Being on Ossus, I'm seeing things different. Now the Sith know me, and what I am. Figure sooner or later I'll have to deal with them, so I better have my skills up to snuff. Cade, I would be happy to resume your training.
Socorro. The Carbon Score wastes, Sarlacc's Peak, the Crimson Axe. Headquarters of the notorious space pirate Rav.
Come on, Blue. Don't be such a wet spoggick. Just loan me your share of the reward we got from Fel. I can double it fast. Got a line on a Chumson cruiser that makes the Minoc look like scrap metal.
I said no, Sin.
Delia. Patessa. The bet's a sure thing this time. I figured out the system. I know I'll win big. Come on, Blue. You owe me.
Cade runs out on us in the middle of the night, and then you gamble away your share of our stake.
Those Imperials cheat.
I've already used half my creds as a deposit on the Wookiee ship just to get us here for the job Rav contacted us about. I owe nobody nothing, least of all, you.
I understand you being mad at Cade, but why are you mad at me? Blue. Blue.
Sin, Blue, Tugi. Welcome. Knew you'd come crawling back to me given enough time. But where's Cade?
Got sick and tired of having to haul his sorry carcass all over the galaxy. We came into a few creds and told Cade to take his rankweed-sucking hide and jump into a black hole. We don't need him. Neither to you. So what's the job?
Perhaps you're right. I do, in fact, have a job. And only you two can do it. Let's talk privately. Let's talk credits.
Chuba.
Jaria Sin. Delia Blue. You are under arrest by the Empire for harboring a Jedi named Cade Skywalker.
Cade's no Jedi. Just an addict with delusions. Only thinks he's a Jedi. Poor thing.
Go ahead and let them shoot us, Rav. Won't change nothing. Truth is truth.
So it is, Jaria, me bookie, but you're not telling it. My security cams recorded the truth when you brought in that Borthan Jedi.
The Force. It's very strong in you. Not Sith. Jedi.
You sold us out.
Your game was up on Vendaxa when you took potshots at the Sith. Now the Empire knows who Cade really is and that you and Delia are his associates. All I did was facilitate a more formal introduction. Think on it, Jaria. A Jedi among us for all these years. Cade played us all for Stupa. Him knowing your hatred for Jedi. He played you for the biggest fool of all. You owe him nothing.
We don't want you or the Zeltron, Sin. If you cooperate, we will consider you as having been hostages of this Jedi. Simply tell us where this Cade is to be found, and you can go free, with the thanks of the Empire.
Ekuta. I hate Sith and their Imperial lapdogs even more than I hate Jedi. Looking for Cade? Go ask the Slithmongers on Coruscant. That's where you'll find him.
I hope to do this the easy way. But you're too blindly loyal to see that, aren't you? The interrogator droid will loosen your tongues. By the time we reach Coruscant, you will tell me everything you know.
Ossus. 2 weeks later.
You're not in bad shape for a bounty hunter, Cade. Terrible shape for a Jedi, but stow it, Val. Don't need to catch my quarry. Just aim at him. Blaster's got a longer reach than a lightsaber.
He has raw power, but his finer skills have atrophied. He doesn't have the focus he used to have.
It shouldn't take him long to regain his form and focus. He was almost ready for his trials when Ossus fell.
You think it's important that Cade reclaim his Jedi legacy? Why?
In my travels, I would sense whispers in the Force. Do you ever hear them, Master? Those of us who survived the Sith attacks were scattered to the stars. We need someone, a rally point, to gather around.
And you believe Cade is that point?
Think you can find me in the tunnels? Give me a break. I could find my way blindfolded. Here or at the Coruscant Temple. I always knew them better than you. Prove it. Find me. Smug Murlac. Well, I could always take you down a peg or two. Hey Val, did you hear the one about your sister and a moth? Hey Shadow, did you hear what I just said? A few Jedi alone making small strikes will not stop the Sith. Allied with the Empire, the Sith's power is rising. The Jedi must band together to defeat them. I meditated as Master Cole taught me and had a vision revealed to me by the living Force, in which a Skywalker reunited the Jedi. Cade is the only Skywalker we have.
His future is clouded. The dark side pulls strongly at him, as it once did Anakin Skywalker. If we train him, we may be training a new Vader.
I remember too keenly the first time the Jedi fell. And if we don't train him, Master Kronk, is he not as likely to be swayed by the Sith, to fall to the dark side? If we train him, we give him knowledge, discipline, by which to master himself. If we give him nothing, if we do nothing, then we allow fear of what he might become to consume us. Would that not, Master Kronk, make us worse than what he might become? Predictable. Depend on the Force to find me. I hide from the Force and you can't see me, Shadow, old pal. You're sneaky. I'm sneakier. We need a light. Use your lightsaber. All these Jedi artifacts. Our history. This is priceless. Don't know about priceless, but it's worth a lot. How did all of this come to be here? I would have thought the temple would have been looted by pirates after the massacre. It was, but we didn't see this stuff. Wait, you led some pirates here? You helped them loot the temple? Not like I had a lot of choice, Patisa. Not like you and Sazin ever came back for me. The pirates that did rescue me were going to kill me. Then I told them about the temple. It was sell out or die. We thought you were dead, Cade. It sure seemed like dying was your intention when you left the shuttle in that fighter. Yeah, well, I changed my mind. Being abandoned in the middle of space for a couple of days makes you start to see things a little different. Move! Your razor bugs are illegal. Sin uses them. How'd he track me here? It's not Sin. It's Yuuzhan Vong. What are the Vong doing on Ossus? And why are they attacking us? Fight or die, Cade. Story of my life, Shadow. Story of my